How do you get people interested in your products or services? How do you convince them that they need what you're selling? So sometimes people know that they have a need. They are already looking for your products or services, or they're looking for similar products or services. So for example, car insurance. People who have cars know they need car insurance. You don't have to convince them that they need to buy it. You don't need to tell them why they need it. You don't need to show them the benefits of having car insurance. What you need to do instead is convince them to buy your car insurance. So you need to explain why they should choose yours over someone else's. The same with pet food. People with pets know that they have to feed their pets. You don't need to convince them to buy pet food. You don't need to tell them why they should buy food, but you do need to convince them why they should choose your pet food over a competitor's. So it might be that it's more nutritious, it might be that it's better quality ingredients, it might be more affordable, it might contain certain minerals or vitamins, whatever it might be. So if you sell something that is seen as an essential or seen as something that people already know that they need, then you don't need to focus on selling a thing. You need to focus on the benefits of buying it from you. Why should they choose you over somebody else? But sometimes people don't know that they've got a need. Sometimes we need to create the need. So this can happen when people don't know that the product or service exists. So when something is new to market, or when people don't see it as a priority, when it's something that is a nice to have or a luxury, or when they don't understand how it can benefit them or improve their life or business. So sometimes people are aware of a product or service, but they don't think it's for them. They don't think it's something that they would need or benefit from. And this is where we need to create the need, where we need to show people why they should buy from us. So for example, my 90-minute consultations. So a lot of people would benefit from my 90-minute consultations, but they don't necessarily know they'd benefit because they don't know how it could help them or how it could be applied. So one of the easiest ways to create the need is by identifying problems that our product or service can solve. So for example, in the case of my 90-minute consultations, if someone is struggling with their marketing, they don't really know what they're doing or where to start or what they should be doing, or they are doing marketing activities but they're not really getting the results, then my consultations can help them. So I can talk about that problem. Do you find marketing overwhelming? Do you feel like your marketing is stuck in a rut? Does marketing feel like a chore? So these are all problems that I can use in my marketing messages to get people's attention so that they start thinking, well, yes, actually, that's a problem that I have. And then I can show them that my 90-minute consultations can help them solve that problem. So I can get them interested in my products or services. And once you've got your problems, you can position them in different ways. So you can ask a question, you can identify the problem itself, as I have just done in those examples. So, do you find marketing a chore? Or you can flip it round. So you can talk about what life would be like if that problem didn't exist anymore. So imagine if you had a marketing strategy that didn't feel like an absolute slog. Imagine if you found a way to do marketing that you actually enjoyed. Imagine if you could do marketing that played to your strengths and didn't feel overwhelming or complicated. So I'm flipping the problem around and turning it into an outcome that my potential clients might be looking for. And then the other thing we can do with the problem is just show our potential clients or clients that we understand them by talking about that problem, but showing them that it's a common problem, that it is something out there that other people are struggling with, and it is something that can be solved. So we're kind of showing that alliance with them, showing that we identify with it. So for example, I could say, something many freelancers struggle with is putting a marketing strategy in place that doesn't feel overwhelming or difficult, or many freelancers struggle to find time for their marketing and it ends up being inconsistent, or something a lot of business owners find hard is making marketing enjoyable and manageable. Or I can talk about how marketing doesn't have to be complicated. A lot of people out there make it sound complicated, but it actually doesn't need to be. So there's loads of different ways that I can take a problem that my potential clients might be having and then flip it around or position it in different ways to get their attention and start to get them interested in the solution. So showing them that they have a problem, but then also showing them that there is a solution to that problem. So if people are looking for what you sell, they know they've got a need for it, focus on the benefits of getting it from you over other people. If what you sell is more seen as a nice to have or a luxury, or it's something that people don't really understand, focus on creating that need, on showing the problems that you can solve or the outcomes that you can deliver, and getting people interested in buying your product or service by showing them how it will improve their life or business. If you enjoy my content, please sign up to my weekly email at makeyourcopycount.com or subscribe to my YouTube channel.